Dear children, how are you? Shall I ask some questions from the previous class? Yes, can anyone tell the title of the lesson I have told? Yes, the nose jewel. The nose jewel. Very good. Yes, can you tell the name of the man I have mentioned on that day? Yes, the name of the man was Ramaya. Ramaya. Very good. Do you remember the name of the bird I have told children? Yes, sparrow. Sparrow. How many sparrows, children? Yes, two sparrows. Two sparrows. Very good. Yes. What did the birds do? They built a nest. They built a nest. Very good. Anyone tell the characters of the bird I have mentioned on that day, children? Yes, very good. They are beautiful. They are also soft. Can you tell one more character of the birds on your own? Yes, they are time conscious. Very good. They are time conscious. Do you remember what the two birds were talking? Yes, they were talking about Ramaya and his wife. Let us see what happened after that today. Okay, children? Yes, children. Now I give model reading of the first part selected. All of you listen carefully. Okay. Ramaya was a simple man living in the town. He lived with his wife in a nice house made of tiled roofs. He was not rich, but he could take care of his family. Two sparrows built a nest in a nice spot in the roof of Ramaya's house, and the mother bird laid her eggs in it. My dear, began the male sparrow. And what do you want now? Asked his wife. Why does the lady of the house always quarrel with her husband? How am I to know? Said the female bird. Let us mind our own business. Always self-centered, said the male sparrow, and added, should we not help this poor Ramaya? The female sparrow said with disdain, let me see what help you can do for him. Please do not talk about what does not concern us. See that the cat does not come near our nest. That would be enough for you and me. Somewhere in the mud heap lay a diamond nose jewel. The male bird picked it up and came to the nest with a shining stud in his beak and said to his wife, look, do you like this? The wife bird replied, what am I to do with the diamond nose stud or with earrings? Find some grub, the young ones are hungry. The bird dropped the diamond stud on the floor and went out in search of little worms for the young ones. Ramaya's wife noticed the jewel as she was sweeping the floor. She picked it up with delight and wore it. Ramaya questioned her angrily. How did you get this diamond stud? I found it lying here yesterday and took it. That's all. We should go and hand over it to the village magistrate. If tomorrow the police should come and search our house, it will be a disgrace to us. Yes, children. Now let me introduce some new words found in the first part selected. The first word is self-centered. All of you say self-centered. Self-centered means selfish. Too selfish. Concerned only with self. Okay. Yes. Let me tell one example for self-centered. Just imagine you are having many friends. One of your friends is always self-centered. She is always selfish. Yes, she never helps you in your homework. She never spares her things to you. She is always selfish. self-centered. Okay, do you understand the meaning now? The next word is disdain. All of you say disdain. Disdain means feeling of contempt or scorn. Okay, tell one example for disdain. The headmaster did not like Arun. Yes, because he was the cause for all the problems in the school. He looked at him with disdain. Okay, disdain. Yes, the next word is grub. Grub. All of you say grub. Grub means food. Here it refers to the food given to the birds. Okay, children? Yes, look here. What do you see? Yes, you can see. Yes, variety of grains. The birds usually like the grains. Okay, the food for birds. Here also you can see a variety of food items, the grains. Yes, what else do the birds eat? Yes, they like little worms and insects also. Yes, very good. The next word is disgrace. All of you say disgrace. Disgrace means the state of being dishonored or shamed. Okay, avamanam. Yes, let me tell an example for that, children. Imagine you have copied in the exam. Oh, you are good. You never do it. Just for example, I am telling it, children. You have copied and the teacher caught you. She scolded you in front of all the other children. It was a disgrace for you. A great disgrace for you. Dishonor for you. Isn't it? Yes, like that. If the police visits our house, we usually feel it as a disgrace. Disgrace, okay? Yes, the next word is magistrate. All of you look at the picture, you can see a magistrate, okay? He is a judicial officer. He enforces law, okay? Magistrate. Very good, dear students. Now an activity for you. I have kept here some cards, okay? Yes, I have written the words introduced today here. Yes, one by one, come and take the cards. So you have to select 4 or 5 cards, okay? Yes, you have to read it for 2 minutes. After that, you have to keep the card again on the table, okay? You have to tell the words you have read from your memory, okay, children?
Self-centered, sparrow, Ramaya, GRUB, DISGRACE, DISDAIN.
Yes, very good, Rayalini. Okay, let me tell the gist of the first part selected now. One of you listen carefully. I'll ask questions also, okay, children? Are you ready? Yes, be ready. Once there was a man named Ramaya lived in a town. Yes, he lived with his wife in a nice house. Yes, this is the house of Ramaya. Okay. Yes, 2 sparrows, they built a nest. They built a nest in Ramaya's house. Look at the nest, children. Yes, this is the original nest of the sparrow. Yes, I find it in my garden, children. Yes, look here, the original nest. Okay, yes, why did they build the nest? Yes, they built the nest in a nice spot on the top of Romeo's house roof. Okay, yes, here only they have built the nest. Okay, children. Now the male bird asked his wife why the lady of the house was always quarreling with her husband. The female bird replied that it was none of their business. Yes, they have to watch their young ones from the cats. The mother bird laid her eggs in it. Look at the eggs, children. Yes, these are the original eggs. the mother bird laid her eggs in the nest. Yes. Next day, the male bird found a diamond nose jewel on the mud heap. Yes, it took it in its beak and brought it to the nest. It showed it to his wife and asked, "My dear, how is the nose jewel? How is the nose jewel shining? Look here." But the female bird simply replied to find some food for the young ones, as they were very hungry. So the male bird dropped the nose jewel on the floor and it went away to search food for its young one. Ramaya's wife found it on the floor when she was sweeping the floor. She picked it up and wore it happily. Yes, but Ramaya got very angry with his wife. Yes, he scolded her and told her that it should be handed over to the village magistrate. Okay, now children, you have to split into groups. Okay, yes, you have to read the first part selected silently. Yes, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. I'll give you 5 minutes. Okay, you have to read it silently. After that, I'll ask you some comprehension questions. Okay, children? Shall I ask questions now, children? Yes. What did the male bird find one day? Yes, very good. It found a nose jewel, diamond nose jewel. Very good. Yes. Why did it find it? It found it in the mud heap. Okay, very good. How was the nose jewel, children? As it was shining, as it was a diamond nose jewel, it was shining, isn't it? Why did the male bird put the nose jewel? Yes, it put the nose jewel on the floor. Yes. Who found it, children? Very good, very good. Ramaya's wife found it. Yes, what did she do after that? Yes, she was happy. She wore it happily. Isn't it, children? Now another activity for you children. Okay, I have written the conversation that happened between the male sparrow and the female sparrow in the cards. These are all known as role play cards. Okay, you have to split into pairs. Okay, one of you must take the character of the male sparrow. Another one have to take the character of the female sparrow. Yes, you have to practice it. Okay. Yes, now you get practice. You can get more practice at home. When you come to the next class, you have to enact the role play in front of the class. Okay, children? Yes. One more home activity for you is you have to take a piece of paper and you have to draw the nest of a bird. Okay. Can draw the nest and you can color it beautifully. Okay, children? Or you can collect the nest if you can. Okay, children? Or you can make the nest on your own. Using the broomsticks itself, we can make the nest. Okay? Yes, do you understand the first part of the lesson, children? You have to read the lesson also at home. Okay? Yes, we can meet in the next class very shortly. Till then, bye-bye, children.